class, welcome to your video lecture number 2. And for this lecture, we will be discussing several topics that are essential in learning AutoCAD. The first topic would be starting a new drawing. The second is understanding the X and Y coordinate system. Number 3 would be angular measurement. The fourth will be your drawing commands. Reminders to please listen and take down notes while I am discussing for this video, because there may be some important details that are not on the slide which I only uttered in words during the recording of this video. It is important that you take down notes and you list down the questions that you have in mind, and you can ask that to me on our group chat or personal message me on Facebook. So be excited, because for this topic we will start now in practicing drawing AutoCAD. So I want you guys to open your AutoCAD softwares right now. Unsaved AutoCAD drawings, okay? So this should be file named as drawing 1 since new na siya, wala pa siya na save. Okay, you will start by opening the create new drawing dialog box. This one, new, or here. Pero since this is the quick access toolbar, so direta sa new. Click new. Now you will choose either imperial or metric. Okay, so that's how to start a new drawing. For new drawings that has already a template, you will choose new, and then you choose here use a template. So take note of this, that for imperial system unit of measurements, the template here is this one, ACAD.dwt. And for metric system, that's ACAD ISO.dwt. It has already template here because naset na nako ni siya daan sa akong computer. But again, as what I've told you, since wala pa ta nag-discuss on how to create templates, you will choose now this start from scratch button and choose metric. Then click OK. Okay, so for opening an existing file, for example, na we've already made a previous drawing and now we will try to edit the existing drawing, we will go to the open folder, and you will look for your files as to where you saved it. So since we are starting from scratch, let's just open a new drawing sheet. To ensure that your display covers the entire drawing area, from the menu bar, you will choose View, this view, Zoom, and All. Select All. For shortcut naman of that command, you just click Z, Enter. Okay, we will go slowly, ha. I am assuming that you already know some, if not all, some of the shortcut commands for AutoCAD, since I have given that to you as your assignment. So for now, I assume that you already know the shortcut for zoom command is Z, Enter. Then we want to display all of your entire drawing area, so we will choose now, you try to tap the arrow down button and then you choose All. It has a lot of choices as to what you want to zoom. Your real-time drawing, your all, meaning your entire window, the center, which is the center only of your drawing, dynamic zoom, The extents, this is only for the portions that you want to zoom. Previews for if you want to zoom your previous drawing. Scale, window, and object. For now, for starting a new drawing, we want that the entire drawing area will be displayed. So we'll click all, and tanan na din na siya, your entire drawing area. Since wala pa tayo drawing, that's empty. Step 5, to give your new file a unique name, you choose File. Medyo loading ang akong computer, no? Okay lang na siya kay I know some of you can relate. So, para kuan lang ba, maka-drive lang sa kanan. Save as, and save. Pero, ang shortcut for that naman is just Control S. Then, save your drawing. For this one, we will save this as on our documents or desktop or whatever. I will save this on my documents, and then I will create a folder for AutoCAD EDP, and we will name this file as starting a drawing. Okay, starting a drawing. Enter. So the file name now has been changed to starting a drawing and to the location. Okay, so number 2 topic for this session is understanding the X and Y coordinate system. So here's a fact class about AutoCAD. Everything that you draw in AutoCAD is exact. Mutuo mo or sa dili, it is. It will be more accurate than you will ever need it to be. All objects drawn on the screen are placed there based on a simple X and Y coordinate system. In AutoCAD, this is known as the World Coordinate System, or WCS. You must understand that this is how to put things where you want them. So, on your screen is a diagram showing you how this system works. I am pretty sure that what are you seeing on your screen right now is quite familiar to some or to all of you, since X and Y coordinate system is one of the topics in geometry or algebra class or sa math, diba? So I know you are familiar with this already. So here is how this works. Okay, so here is an explanation why we say that everything we draw in AutoCAD is exact. It is because AutoCAD uses points to determine where the object is located. And there is an origin where it begins counting from. That origin or that point is the 0 point. Every object is located in relation to the origin. So, every object that we will draw, it always starts from the origin 0. As you all know, diba, horizontal line is for the x-axis and vertical line is for the y-axis. If you were to draw a line straight to the right, that would be positive axis. And if you were to draw a line straight up, that would be positive y-axis. There is a picture on your book which looks exactly like this, that says there is a point located at point 96. In X and Y coordinate system, it's always X that comes first. So 96 means X is 9 and Y is 6. And since it has no signs, that is automatically a positive value. So we will locate now 0.96. Since 9 is positive X and 6 is negative Y, we will count from 0, 9 points to the right, and we will count 6 points up since 6 is our positive value. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We draw a line, and then we count 6 points upward so that we can locate 0.96. So this right here is our 0.96. Okay? The other point that is shown on the image is point -10 and -5. So again, x value comes first. So -10 right now is our x value and -5 is our y value. We will locate that now to our x and y axis. -10, we count 10 points to the left since it's negative. And for -5, we count 5 points downward since it's -y. Okay, we draw a line. 10 and 5. So this point right here is your point -10 and -5. And then connect the dots, connect the points so you can draw a line. This is how it will look right now. Topic number 3 for this session is the angular measurement. AutoCAD measures angles in a particular way also. So, it is also exact in angular measurements. Okay, on your screen is an image or a diagram that shows the x and y axis and some angles. If we click this line, we will know exactly what the angle of this line is. If when we click this line and then we move our mouse pointer to the end points of this line, example this one, you just move your mouse pointer on the end point and then an angle will appear. Diba? Did you see that? 45-degree angle. So this line here measures 45 degrees angle. We also look at this line and point our mouse here. Now it's measuring 135-degree angle, as you can see. When drawing lines at an angle, you have to begin measuring the angle from 0 degrees, which is at the 3 o'clock position. Diba? Kung sa clock, that is 3 o'clock. If you draw a line at 90 degrees, it will automatically go straight up. You might not always have an obvious reference point for 0 degrees. Look at the example here. And we place our mouse on the image to find out angle in question. This is the angle in question, diba? We just click this line and then we move our mouse pointer to the end point of this line. It will show what angle is this line. 30 degrees. In this example, you are given information about the lines, but not the angle. AutoCAD needs to draw the line from the start point. What you are given though is A, the knowledge that 0 degrees is at 3 o'clock position. B, the knowledge that 180 degrees is at the 9 o'clock position. And C, the angle between 180 and the line you want to draw is 150. With this information, you can figure out what angle you need. Here is a foolproof way of getting the angle you need. Start at the 0 position and measure counterclockwise positive to 180 degrees. From 180, measure clockwise 150 degrees. So, mo ni siya ang line ng 150 degrees. And then we solve this one. This is very easy lang actually. This is just for you to understand or comprehend how do we get this one. Consider that you just went positive 180 plus negative 150 and use that now as an equation. Positive 180 minus 150 is equal to 30. Now you can draw your line using polar coordinates. We will practice this more later on our videos. Now we are on our topic number 4 for this session, and that is your drawing command. First command that I will be teaching you is the line command, or how to draw straight lines. I'm showing you the icon for the line. It is located here sa home and then line. Command name is line. Keystroke or shortcut command is L. The menu to where it is located is home and line. And the result for this command is it draws a straight line segment from one point to the next. A line has 2 points, a start point and an end point. AutoCAD works with the points to display the line on the screen. Exercise number 1 is drawing a single line segment. For this exercise, make sure that you do not have dynamic input ortho turned on. So this time, atwas na siyang i-turn off. You can check this here on your status bar. Make sure the DYN and ortho is not depressed or not in blue color. Dynamic input allows you to get prompts near the location of the crosshairs without having to look up and down between the command line window and the drawing window. Tips: if you make mistake, you can use the undo button or just type Control Z. You can cancel a command without completing it by pressing escape on your keyboards. Okay, let's draw the line. Step number 1, command L, enter. First point, click first point. This is our point A. Next point is point B. Continue clicking more points if you wish to add line segments. That's how you draw a line. And then to end, press enter. That is how you draw a line without a specific measurement. So exercise next exercise is we are drawing a line that has a given length and angle. So in exercise number 2, we will draw a line segment with a length of 135.25 units and an angle of 37.5 degrees. This time, see to it that you have dynamic input turned on so that you can see the angle or the length that we are typing. Okay, step number 1, L, enter. Click for the first point, and then we type the length, which is 135.25, tab. By clicking tab, it means that the length is now already locked in to the specified length of 135.25. The next step would be to specify the angle. So we just type the angle given, which is 37.5, and enter. So now we have a line that is measuring 135.25 units and at an angle of 37.5. Next command would be deleting an object by using erase command. The icon for that is the pencil eraser icon that is located here. The command name is erase. The keystroke or shortcut is E, and it is located at home and modify, and here is the icon. The result would be to erase an object. So how do we do that? Start the erase command or E command, enter, and then select the object that you want to erase. I want to erase this one and this one also, and then press enter. There are three ways to enter points in AutoCAD. You can enter point directly on the command line using three different systems. The one you use will depend on which is more applicable for the situation. Make sure that the DYN or the dynamic input button is depressed or turned off. The three systems are as follows. One is the absolute coordinates. Number two is relative coordinates. And number three is the polar coordinates. So how do we enter points using absolute coordinate system? Using this method, you enter the points as they relate to the origin of the WCS. Katong gibuhat na to kaganina, we draw points from the origin. To enter a point, just enter in the exact point as X and Y. For example, on your workbook, we will draw a square at the points given. The command here is, we use the command line here. Okay, step number 1 is to type L, enter. To specify the first point, we type the value that is given. In this case, the given is 50, 50. That means 50 on the x-axis and 50 on the y-axis. Enter. So this point here means that it is located 50 points to the right and 50 points up because it's both positive values. Okay, step 3, we specify next point. We type the given point, which is 150, 50. So this means naman that this point here is located 150 points to the right of the x-axis and 50 points up the y-axis. Step 4, we specify the next point. The given is 150, 150. So we just type 150, 150. We don't have the measurements for the line, we are just given values as to where these points are located. The next value given is 50 and 150. So we type now 50, 150, enter. To close this image, to close this box, you just click on the first point, or you just type C to close and then enter. Automatic na close. So we have here our image. We've drawn this image using the value of the points that is given. Next system is the relative coordinates. In relative coordinate system, this allows you to enter points in relation to the first point you have entered. So, gikan sa first point, dito na dayon mag-start ang mga next points. After you have entered one point, the next to be entered is the X and Y. This means that AutoCAD will draw a line from the first point to another point X units over and Y units up relative to the previous point. So here is an example for that. Exercise number 4, drawing line segments using relative coordinates input. Okay, command. Step 1, L, enter. To specify the first point, the value that is given is 250 and 50. So we type 250, 50. So here is the location of our first point. To specify next point, we type now the measurement of the line, which is 100. And to type the measurement of the line, type first the @ symbol. At. The measurement given is 100, 0, enter. So this right here is the location of our next point, which is measuring 100 at an angle 0. Next point, we specify the next point still at an angle 0 and measuring 100. So we type, to specify the next point, we type now at 0, 100. Next point is negative 100 and 0. At negative 100, 0. Then we close. We compare now the absolute coordinates and relative coordinates. Ang absolute coordinates, each point na given is related to the origin. While on the relative coordinates, ang first point lang is related or is in relation to the origin. And the next points na dayon is related to the first point. That is why we are given the measurement and the angle. The third system is the polar coordinates. You would use this system if you know that you want to draw a line a certain distance at a particular angle. You would enter this as at D angle. In this case, D is the distance and A is the angle. Example, at 10 and then the greater than symbol 90, we'll draw a line 10 units straight up from the first point. Here is an exercise for that. Example, line, enter. To specify the first point, we type 200 and 130. This is the location of our first point. 200, 130, enter. So here's the location of our first point. And then, to specify the next point, we are given a value of 100 distance and at 45 degrees angle. So we type at 100, then greater than symbol for the angle 45, enter. So this is our line measuring 100 units at an angle of 45 degrees. Next point, specify next point. Ang given is 100 and 135 angle. So we type at 100 greater than symbol 135, enter. So this line here naman is our line measuring 100 units at 135 degrees angle. Next point is 100 and 225 degrees angle. So we type at ang measurement or the distance 100 greater than symbol for the angle 225, enter. Then we close. See, enter. So this is our object. So ang difference ni polar coordinates sa absolute and relative coordinates is that the first value is given as the location of your first point. And then, ang next na dayon na given is the measurement and the angle. This polar coordinate system is used if you know already the distance and the angle, if it is given already. So I want you guys right now to practice the exercises on your own on your AutoCAD screen.